Canadian Olympic athlete Jeff Payne, the Skelton racetrack, wasn't the only slippery slope he faced. Behind the scenes, he and his wife, Allie, were struggling to keep their marriage on track. In their new book, The Business of Marriage and Medals, they open up about the myths in elite sport and the pressures in keeping a family together during the ups and downs. With their story, Jeff and Allie Payne join us from Calgary. Great to be able to join you to talk about your book. Congratulations on its publication, by the way. How are you?
Great, thank you. Good morning.
Well, you know, to give people a glimpse, an idea of the kind of struggles that you've endured and come out the other end, you write about, and I'll read this, that there was never enough cash when Jeff was away training for long-distance calls to Europe. He once left behind a videotape of him reading Curious George stories to his son Kyle so he would remember his voice. What you have all been through is just incredible. What made you decide to write a book, and thereby, I guess, in some ways, reliving the emotional highs and lows?
Well, it was a bit of a divine revelation in July of 2008, and we really felt like we were being asked to write about our messes and successes because we wanted to, number one, steward our lessons. We may not have done it well, but there was obviously something we have done to be successful and still have a marriage that works. And we also wanted to bust a lot of myths that are out there about what it's like to be an Olympic family.
And struggle with the training. And Jeff, let me ask you, and again, I'm going to read a passage from the book where Allie says, "We went back to our sickly lime green room with a ceiling fan that barely moved the air, and it was unbearably hot, made worse by the anger that was coming off us." I'll skip forward to when you say, "We were so clear on who was right and who was wronged. Jeff had a 3-hour turnaround between Sydney and Calgary to change clothes, change bags, shower, and leave for 4 weeks in Germany. That was the true crash of the fairy tale. His thing came first. I sat there thinking, I hate you so much." What was that like to relive, to find out, but you know, that was what your wife was feeling at the time, that you were pulled in all directions as well?
Well, I knew that a while ago, but it was an interesting process reliving the highs and the lows throughout the marriage as we told our story to our writer, Mary Murphy. You know, it was, like we say, for the first month of storytelling, it was all about the fairy tale and the love and the story, and it was really fun to relive. And then we got into the dirt of it all, and it became a lot less fun to relive, for sure.
Yeah. How does it feel now with some of the, I mean, you're just at the beginning of the interview process too, and obviously heading into the Olympics, you know, to have the reaction from family and friends, and really the book's not even on the shelf yet.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting to the reaction, because a lot of this process for us of writing the book is to bring understanding to our families and to the friends and to the greater public about what it is to go through an Olympic process in Canada. And we've already had emails saying, wow, we wish we'd been more supportive and we can't believe what you went through. So in that respect, it's great that we're bringing a bit of understanding, and hopefully it will help not only our family, but maybe some other families as well.
You bet. A lot of people are going to be reading this with interest, because as you point out, Allie, I mean, you were close to, your marriage was close to breaking up. You came out on the other end of it to have the success, and you share some secrets of that success in the book as well, right?
Yes, we do. We probably weren't really cognizant of what was working or what turned us around at that time, but we have the gift of hindsight now to be able to look back and say, oh, yeah, I think it was this that worked, or I think it was that really worked, and put some concrete words to that. So that will also be in the book for sure. Again, as Jeff said, just to be able to help at least one family or one corporation to be able to turn themselves around.
Well, there's no question that you both have a very busy few months ahead of you, and we'll be watching closely for the games. And thank you so much for sharing part of your story with us this morning.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us. Thanks.